or we are expecting more? Shika?
Ma'am, your voice is
Yeah.
too low, I guess.
Hello. Just a moment, please.
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is it fine?
Yes. Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Okay, great.
Ma'am, we'll
Then
be.
we think we can start.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
we'll
just.
be starting after a short introduction. We'll be
All right.
introducing you to the session and
Okay,
we'll be
great.
starting in 2 minutes, ma'am.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
All participants are requested to keep their cameras off and microphones on mute. A very good morning to all of you. I would like to start by extending a warm welcome on behalf of the IST Students Chapter, MMCOE. Today, we have with us the brilliant team of Chinmay Education Consultancy and University of Europe. I also thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. S.M. Deshpande Sir, Dr. V.R. Devagaonkar Sir, Dean, Student Affairs, Professor Mrs. Sankirti Shiravare Ma'am, Faculty Advisor, IST Student Chapter, Mrs. Asma Sheikh, Secretary, IST, Revert Deans and HODs, respected teachers, and the wonderful assembly of the students present here.
Yes. Today we have brought to you a fascinating webinar session based on the topic Education and Work Opportunities in Europe. In today's fast-paced world, most of the students are aiming to apply for various educational opportunities and trying to find an appropriate direction to lead them towards achieving that goal. This webinar will shed light on and make us aware of a plethora of opportunities we have after a graduation in Europe and how we can pursue those opportunities. Now, I would like to take a minute to introduce our guest for the day. We have with us Mr. Shekhar Bidwai, founder of Chinmay Education Consultancy, one of the oldest and most reputed consultancy started in 2006. Mr. Bidwai worked in the manufacturing industry, IT industry marketed CAD softwares, and worked with Princeton Review Test Preparation Center for GMAT GRE. He is a creative and dynamic mentor with several years of experience in the field of educational consulting and marketing. We are pleased to have Team Chinmay Education Consultancy as our title sponsors for our upcoming flagship event, Hacksplit version 3.0, a national level coding competition. Our speakers for the day is Ms. Preetam Shinde, works as a university representative to the University of Europe for Applied Sciences, Germany. She's, she has completed her undergraduate study in Germany and worked for 1 year in Cognizant. Long time when she was someone just like us, she had planned Germany in her mind due to factors like low tuition and living costs, high quality education, and a stay back visa of 1.5 years. After completing her education from a German university, she worked with the university as an international university advisor. Whenever desired by any national for assistance, she would share her experience to help. She has been active as a consultant for Germany and business developer for the University of Europe for Applied Sciences, Germany for more than 7 years. She is here today to guide you with her experience about study and work opportunities in Germany. We welcome you, ma'am, and request you to take over and begin with the session.
Thank you. Thank you for the very nice introduction. And hi, and very warm good afternoon, or I would say really a good afternoon, everybody. And I hope you are really excited in knowing overall an overview of how you can proceed or plan your journeys towards Germany study. Give me a short break, and I'll just start with my presentation. Okay. Short minute. There's some problem with that. Okay, great. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. I guess it's
Okay,
not
you're
visible
not
yet.
able to. Okay, just a moment. Okay, great. Hi, and very warm good afternoon from everyone. Hello.
Ma'am, we can hear you. Please go ahead. Hello. Uh, can you all hear to me?
Yes, sir.
Very nice, very nice. Looks like there is some technical issue with Pritam Shinde ma'am. I'm sure she will join us immediately. However, I'm very happy to tell you that we both are very happy to be with you. Pritam will be back in a moment. I'm very much happy because we have our counseling office inside the MMCOE campus on the first floor, where you have the MMC Triple I, the brilliant idea floated by MMCOE, and which is an incubation center for technology as well as for the business. And we at Chinmay Education Consultancy, we are representing more than German universities, and we are offering a focus on Germany for all the engineering students, okay, who are joining us from all over Maharashtra. I can see that Pritam ma'am
I
is back.
am really
Welcome back,
sorry.
ma'am.
So it was
Oh, that
a
happens.
generic technical
Yeah.
glitch. Hi, everybody. I'm really
Right.
sorry for the short background. Um, Let me share the screen without any further ado. Okay, there we go. So can you all see the screen? Shekha, is it visible?
Screen is not visible, ma'am. We can see you.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am,
You
now
it's
you
your
can see
visible
the
now.
screen is.
presentation, right?
Yes, madam. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
wonderful. Hi and very warm good afternoon to everyone. My name is Preetam, and I think there is no more introduction needed because I guess Shekhar and the team of MMCOE has excellently talked about who I am. And it is very easy for me to tell you the same story of what I have gone through and what you can take it as an experience in your planning for studies abroad. So I'm currently working as the university representative for University of Europe for Applied Sciences in Germany. It is an applied sciences university, and it is very recognized in Germany in the popular major cities in Germany. So, about what we will know today, firstly, why Germany, as there are a lot of locations or a lot of study destinations you can go, but why then Germany? Then, what types of universities are there? What degrees can you study? What course areas can be interesting for you? Then we can look about a short overview of what admission requirements are and what exams are, rather than Chinmay Education Consultancy will be able to still help you with the further processes. Fee structure and the living expenses, what it will be roughly. Okay, it varies from university to university. Then we have student jobs and part-time jobs, what you can do, how long can you work, what can you earn. Then we have COVID effect on Germany, what has been the effect on that, on the work profile or on the education profile. Internships and full-time jobs, why is it very important to have internships and full-time jobs, how you can easily get them. About the University of Europe for Applied Sciences, of course, which is one of the universities, a very popular one in Germany, and then why and which programs can we help you there. Why Germany? Firstly, as you all know, every student should be very worried about a post-study work visa for any country they are going to study with, because that gives them a possibility to find a job in the country. So we have for Germany 18 months of post-study work visa after the course completion, and a potential PR. You mean you can apply for a PR after 5 years of duration. That includes your study duration. That means if you are studying a master's of 2 years, you need to get a work opportunity for 3 years, and then you can apply for a PR. Now, Germany is the fourth largest economy, so it has been quite much more stable.
I'm extremely sorry, friends. I can see that there is some again technical issue with Pritam. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I'm very happy to say that what you see here on the screen for just in a few moments back was the UE screen, and UE is one of the best German university. It is rated as top 10 universities in Germany. I would like you to see all the
Hi,
websites.
Shaker.
What?
Back there. Hi, Shaker.
Thanks,
Back there.
Freedom.
Power cut,
Yeah,
India.
please.
We have to work it hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were short here. Universities. There are two types of universities. It is one is the generic university, which is more research oriented, and there is University of Applied Sciences, which is one as UE also, and it is more practical oriented. So there is a lot of internships and job trainings which you can do while you're performing a program at the University of Applied Sciences. There are different types of degrees you can study. There is BSc and BA. There is no MS, what we call that. We have MSc degree officially as the title for the degrees there. Okay, and then we have doctorate and PhD they can still do in Europe and Germany. Now the course areas is excellent. You have a lot of variety of scope in Germany. There's engineering, management, art and design. These are the very top popular courses, and sports. And then comes the medicine and natural sciences, media and social sciences, event and hospitality management, which is equally important in Germany. The intakes are usually two in Germany. It's March and September. A couple of private universities still have a rolling intake. When you say rolling intake, it means the intake has an offer for across the year. So you can apply across the year. It is not important to be in a very specific time frame. Okay, if you have the mark sheets, if you have all the documentation, you can still start and apply. So major intake are September and March. Now, if you might ask, there any difference of why you should apply in March and September? There's no much difference. If you have a program that you really like and you would like to apply, then you can accept it either in March or September. The admission requirements and exams. Firstly, you really need good academics when you want to get into any German university. You already might be having done a lot of research, and that's the same thing. You'll have to have a good academics, and usually a percentage is about 60% and above. If you have a slightly below, you should have a bit more of good extracurriculars, like you should have done some internships, maybe if you have done some kind of trainings, or joined a chapter, or joined something like a more of trainings that you must have done, so that can still apply. Relevant background is necessary in public universities and can be possibly given an exception in private universities. That means if you are from a degree into engineering mechanical, you can maximum apply to some mechanical related programs in public universities, but there is an exception where you can still apply to private universities for any other programs like management, or if you want to go for analytics program, you can still do that if it is your interest to do it in private universities. Now, when in work experience, no other programs really require any work experience, especially not the bachelor's. But for the master's, it might be. For the MBA, you would need 1 to 2 years of experience. When it comes to English proficiency, IELTS, TOEFL, PTE will be the major English proficiency test which you can give. I would highly recommend IELTS. Yet, if you would want to have a difficulty, a couple of private universities do accept Duolingo test or medium of instructions. Okay, so these are only with private universities, not the public universities, except that. German proficiency, all the English programs do not require German language, yet there might be a program wherein they will have a couple of modules taught in German. So you might require at least A1, A2, either of which the levels. But if you're applying for a German taught program, you should mandatorily have either B1 plus or ideally C1. Okay, because if it is entirely taught in German, you will need C1. If it is taught in semi German, you will need at least B1. Okay, now, when it comes to GRE and GMAT, GRE and GMAT are not mandatory for private universities. It might be asked for a few public universities wherein the program is either for management or a very top a program related to related to technology. So these are the basic admission requirements and exams. If you have any questions at all upon your eligibility, you can contact Shaker and he can then help you more further. Okay. uh, Fee and structure and living. So this is a rough estimate of what you are going to expect annually when you're going to plan for Germany. Now, when it comes for tuition fees, the public universities are usually expecting around 100 to 500 euros per semester, and for the private universities, it would be 3,000 to 6,000 euros per semester. The difference will be the private public universities or the government universities will be located in some small towns ideally, and private universities are majorly located in all top locations of Germany, in the prime cities or metropolitan cities. Now, accommodation, it again varies from where you're going to stay. The minimum you can find is from 250 to 450 euros. Staying in a WG, what we call it as a shared apartment, is much more beneficial. You're going to spare a bit more of money on your accommodation. Food expenses, you can find yourself variable according to your diet and according to your lifestyle. You can find yourself around 250 to 350 per euros per month. Now, with health insurance, it will be around 80 to 200. There is public health insurance. Believe me, I would all recommend to just be very careful that students usually end up choosing a private health insurance, which is a very less limitful. So, I would suggest there are two public health insurances in Germany, which is very important, and you will have to pay it per month for your health insurance. Everything about your health insurance will be covering your visits, your surgeries if you have any undue, but then these are all claimable in the health insurance and very important. That's why I said it is healthily really safe. Okay. Now, for tuition, if you see a roughly financial expense for a year, you can expect yourself for 8 lakhs to 16 lakhs per year. It is variable. Now, this includes also some part time. So you will be working some part time, and understanding this would be a part time expenses. But you will have to negate it while you're showing for visa, so you don't have to count ideally the part time. You always have to just count your tuition fee and your accommodation fee according to the visa conditions, and then you can immediately arrange that for your program. Okay. Now, scholarships are available for a lot of universities. It is roughly in between 10 to 50% of the tuition fee. Ideally, a good academics like 80% or around can definitely get a scholarship up to 30%. Scholarships in Germany are also available after one semester completion. That means you can apply for a government funded scholarship, which is called the Deutschland Stipendium, and it is available for students who perform very well in the first semester of their whatever master's or bachelor study in Germany. What student jobs and part-time job mean in Germany. Now, HIVI is a very common term in Germany called for research assistantship. So you might find yourself discussing about this specific word with the different other possibilities for you to work as a research assistant on the university or any other. There are a lot of research assistantship related organizations in Germany where you can also still look for a job. Now, student job is also something like called a student assistantship. This doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to work with a PhD proposal or a research assistant to a professor, but it can mean any student job on the university, anywhere around, on the cafeteria, or maybe you can be working as a assistant in the IT laboratory, or you can be working as an assistant in terms of the international advisory, anything. Okay, these are the student jobs. Now, Teilzeitarbeit, which you call it as part-time job, it is German name for part-time job, and it is something which you do, and everybody does, in fact, and it is nothing lower to do it, because you get some amount of money which you can spend it in towards your living expenses, and it can be in any retails or restaurant. Now, German, yes, it will be slightly necessary for these things, especially the Teilzeitarbeit, not for the HIVI and student job, because those can be in English and German, both. But Teilzeitarbeit is mostly in German, so you would need, because you're going to communicate to people, and you would need some amount of German. So I would recommend you learn some amount of German just for your survival and getting these part-time jobs whenever you're going to study. Not recommending these jobs very immediately when you start your program, but you can start maybe after 3 months when you're already established into the country, and you have gotten the information about your university schedule or your program modules, everything. If you're done with it, then you can qualify your first semester very successfully, and then you can participate in all these activities for your further ado, because this is something which is, because you have gone for the main studies and not for the part-time jobs, so this is something which is just parallel to your study. Now, allowed is 120 full days. One day is accounting to 8 hours, and in the study time you can work for 20 hours per week whenever you have a semester duration, and in the semester break you can work around 40 hours per week, according to the availability of jobs. Now, the part-time earning will be roughly around 8 euros, 11 euros, sometimes even it goes higher, 13 euros, 15 euros per hour. Now, 8 euros is ideally 8.95 is the ideal minimum rate for a part-time job in Germany. So you will get anything above and beyond this only. Internships and full-time jobs. If you see, this is a website very official for Germany jobs related search. It's called stepstone.de, and it is a very good portal for an idea of at what kind of jobs are available for my field, or to understand are there really the right amount of jobs available for me at the end of my study. If I'm going to study in Germany, will the study help me get a job? So this is a website you can still get proof of your understanding of which course you should go for studying in Germany. Okay, now you might think to apply from here directly right now, but it won't help, because for German companies, mostly they always prefer someone who is studied in Germany and is present in Germany. So this is something very important. Internship, unfortunately, it's not very easy to get an internship in Germany, because if you compare the job amounts of the job output of whatever you search in this website, you will see 70%, 65%, I would say, will be internships, and the rest would be full-time jobs. So if you see the 65% is internships, you can definitely get one, because most of the companies always hire internally. So they will always hire someone who has done that work as an intern for them. They already know him and his work. So this is something is very important for you to keep in mind whenever you're going to study. Choose a university which has a curriculum related to internship, or has a sort of company portfolio, which is very important for you to find a internship for yourself and eventually a full-time job, because those students who even do a thesis with this company and then go for a full-time job. Now, average salary, as I see, it's already quite high as compared to not average student who will get from any other outside the countries. So internships also you get paid. The master thesis also you can still get paid for around roughly 800 to 200 euros per month. It gets even higher if it's in IT. Also goes for bachelor steps. This was the annual salary. Now, the credit on Germany, the effect is quite very low, because it was strategic to be very effective because of the managing skills with the country. They are very they're financially strong since long, and that's why even in both scenarios saw an 8.9% increase in the economic section. Now, a lot of internships are just available still for students. There's a lot of employment show is going high, and there are a lot of skilled hybrid online studies are still possible now with the core that at the pricing level. Out in Germany, they're all with mass. So the lecturers are hold hybridly, and they all study online also, and they are still in the corporate home, and they can still campuses are all open. Students can go on campus.
Hello. Uh, Hello, friends. Extremely sorry, there is again, some technical issues. However, I wanted to tell you one thing that, since we have been sending students to Germany for last 7 years, I'm very happy to say that, we have never faced any visa refusal. That is one good thing about, when you see how the things are turning around for US, UK, Canada, Australia, and everywhere. Germany is in looking for more and more talent, and Germany is very happy to accept you all as engineers. We have also initiated a tie-up between the German University UE and our college MMCOE. The idea is that we will have few advantages in which you may get some fees discount. I cannot promise that right now, because there are some negotiations are going. But more importantly, you will also find that you will have some benefits in terms of getting extended internships, and you will be maybe allowed to submit your medium of instruction later, so IELTS can be waived off. So my experience with Germany so far is that in 7 years we have sent at least 300 400 students to Germany, and we have not faced a single visa refusal. And the visa cost is also extremely low, coming at just 8,500 rupees for Germany. You compare that with the UK, you will find that that cost is coming at 1.5 lakh rupees per student per attempt. So you will understand that why I'm focusing on Germany here. Why I think Germany is a great place for the engineering students to go and do their masters. As Pritam ma'am was telling you, 45,000 euros is the salary you can get. I have placed a couple of students, okay, from ENTC, from computer science abroad, and I'm very happy to say that they all are today working. For example, ENTC students in O2, in Vodafone, into various companies, and they are working as RAN engineers. Welcome back, ma'am. Pritam, ma'am. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes, you're audible. Am I?
Yeah. Go ahead. No issues.
Am I
I was
audible?
just giving up about
Okay.
the visa to the student. Please go
Yes.
ahead, ma'am. Please,
Yes,
most
yes.
welcome. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. So, one with the COVID effect, I mean, you can definitely rest assured that there is no much impact at all because students are still getting jobs. There's still much more job security. Still much more students are very happy, and on campus right now, everybody is starting to get visas. So there's no condition on any days you will have to study online, and you're gonna go on campus. So there is no restriction right now. Now let's talk about the University of York Applied Sciences, just a university of Germany. You definitely would like to know about how the pattern is or what sort of courses do they offer, and then you can also choose to study one of a program at UE. Why University of York Applied Sciences? Basically, firstly, we have all of our professors coming from a very relevant industry experience. So you'll have a lot of professors when you're studying a program with us. They will propose a lot of projects and a lot of art works they can do with us, and that is why the professors share the industry experience, and which is very beneficial for you to plan your career tomorrow. Now the classrooms are decent size, so there's no too huge of 200 seats in the classroom for you to get lost between the program. And then when 20 years old, it's and you get also German degree, so which will then be eligible for you to get your post-study work visa, your work visa, also the PR, that's a permanent residency if you want. Top 10 ranked business faculty.
Hello, ma'am.
Can I present my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir, she left the meeting.
Ma'am has left the meeting, right?
Yes, sir.
I have a similar presentation with me. Okay, but before let us wait for a minute if she can join us. I wanted to share with you that there are two excellent courses what UE offers to all the IT computer science students. The first course is about the data science. This is a 4-semester course, and you'll be very happy to know that this course is available in a format where you can work all the time in Berlin, because Berlin is the place where UE has a main campus. The campus is in a place called Potsdam, and Potsdam is like our area of IT hub, which is like Hinjodi and stuff like that. So Potsdam is where we have a lot of IT companies which are having an excellent IT infrastructure. That is where the university has a new campus, and we are teaching two courses over there. The first is the data science, which I have talked about, and the second is about software engineering. Ma'am, please go ahead, ma'am. No issues. Hello, Pritam ma'am.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, I suggest you speak little slower, ma'am. You'll be more audible.
Okay. Oh, all right. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Your voice is breaking.
Can I take over from here, Pritam ma'am?
Just a moment.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Play from the कार्यक्रम का
Hello?
था
Madam, you are not audible.
तुमचं वर्क नाही करत आहे यार.
I'm extremely sorry, friends. There is a lot of turbulence at BAM's end. Okay. But I wanted to draw your attention to two very good courses you is offering. One is on data science. It's a 3-semester taught course. And the last semester is where, you'll be actually doing the internship. And as well as, you'll be presenting your thesis on that. So you do 4-semester course. And in the 4 semesters, you will be going to the university only for 15 hours every time. You will have plenty of time to work in the industry. Berlin is a place where we have our main campus, and that is where you will find that you do excellent jobs. You do part-time jobs. Your part-time job slowly changes over into the internships, and internship changes over into the full-time jobs. I have seen that students who are going even from places like Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur. We have good connections with most of the engineering colleges. Those students are getting the part-time jobs in the very first month itself, because Germany is more or less a growth engine for Europe. You have plenty of jobs where you can get in. What we do is, before you go, we prepare your profile on the German websites. We give you a small understanding about how you can make your CV in a German format. German format of the CV is different than all other European formats. So we request you to make it in a German format. We help you in preparing the yourself, presenting yourself, and learning the German language as well. At our MMC III facility on the first floor in Blue Lagoon, cell number 4, we are conducting German classes. And you'll be very happy to know that, as ma'am was telling you, 10 euros is what you're earning if you have not studied, or if you have not grasped the German language. However, the earning can go even 150 or 200%, like 20 hours per day. 20 hours you can earn as a 20 euros per hour. You can start earning as soon as you have a good grasp, a good proficiency over German language. And I'm very happy to tell you that I have students who are earning into the part-time jobs more than 1,000, 1,500, and even some are earning like 2,000 euros. We are requesting them not to earn so much, because your attention should be towards the studies. You should do a perfect balance between study as well as work. But you'll be very happy to know that you will do an extremely good job. You will earn excellent new trends and new cutting edge technologies through through the University UE. And the jobs what you'll be doing, we are also helping to upload your profiles while you are still in India onto the German websites, which are job websites, and through which you will start getting the jobs immediately. For this October intake, we have more than 22 students who are flying to Germany, and all these students are, they have uploaded their, CVs on the websites, and some of them are, earning right now the online jobs, and they are being paid extremely good salary. One student is earning 2,000 euros. He's obviously from SAP professional background, but he's earning excellent salary even being India. Ma'am, please go ahead. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, so Preetham ma'am is again and again trying. She's very keen on connecting with you.
Screen. Yeah, I mean, I'm really wanting to just get the information, and unfortunately,
Most welcome, ma'am.
the
Most welcome.
very bad rains has affected a lot of internet problems. Okay, so can you please quickly introduce about university and the information, and then we can head on to questions. I really don't want the students to just be waited the same. Can you see the screen? Hello.
No, ma'am, your screen is not visible.
Okay, Stone, please. I will check again. Why is it not so?
Maybe, ma'am, you can give us the information, because what we can do is we can leave the presentation with the IST coordination committee.
Okay.
They can share it on the website to every one of them. But the
Yes.
students are more eager to hear from
Okay.
you, because Preetham, ma'am, you have worked in Germany, you have
Okay.
studied in Germany. Yeah. So please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Well, as I said, was the University for Europe Applied Sciences. We have a lot of partner universities across the globe where you can still have a possibility to do a semester abroad. And we have industry collaborations of roughly 50 plus, like which includes Daimler, BMW, and a lot of companies like BASF, a very popular industry. And these collaborations is where our students always do their internships and master thesis and or capstone projects are included in the program. The university has a very high mobility ratio, and 97% of students are already placed within 6 to 12 months, and 55% of students are already being placed even before they complete their graduation. Master. Now, German language is not necessary for all of our English programs, so but you can learn German language to do as a survival your part-time job possibilities, right? Now, where are the campuses for UAE? We have one campus, very famous and startup city, and this investment is alone campus where there are a lot of mid-sized German-based companies. There is one more campus. It's so it would be most interesting for you. The IT programs, all of them are being conducted at some campus. It is an innovation hub. It is just located next to the SAP Innovation Center. So if you have a possibility that you can immediately find possible job option in SAP around the campus of campus of UAE. Okay, it is just outskirts, Berlin, so you don't have to.
I would like to request all of you who have such a great patience to be with us. I request to please visit our counseling center, which is in MMC III first floor. We can give you a 1 hour free counseling, and we can offer you counseling for 9 different German universities, where you can look at options from working studying into various campuses at Berlin, Dresden, then Hamburg, Hanover, Munich, Frankfurt. My friends, Germany is for size of Maharashtra. If you look at the square kilometers, you will find that it is exactly equivalent to what Maharashtra is. However, you will find that the best thing about the Germany is that it is the fourth largest economy in the world, making sure that the average income, per capita income, is around 45,000 euros. The same in India is $2,100. So you will understand that what is a huge difference this country is making. 7.5 crore people make $4.5 trillion. Those who are good with numbers will immediately can find out how the figure 45,000 euros per capita income is coming up, and how you compare that with US, even with UK or Canada, is coming to the level where you get a very comfortable salary of minimum 45,000 euros. All my students who are in Germany and who are in for there for 3 to 5 years are in the salary brackets of 60 to 80,000 euros. I can share with you their LinkedIn profiles. I can share with you their WhatsApp numbers. You can talk to all of them, and you could find out what is the best way to find out. You can make some of them as mentor, because the university allows us you to connect to the old students who are like 10 years or so, and the students are connected to you. We can see your screen, Preetham ma'am. Please go ahead. I really appreciate your efforts and your dedication towards this. Friends, here you can see the campuses of the university. Berlin is, as I said, the biggest one. Then you have Potsdam, where we are talking about it sometime back. Hamburg and Eilhorn. These are two more campuses. You can see here beautiful photographs of the campus, and I'll be very happy to request you to have a look at the YouTube channel of the university, where you can see actually the running around with this campuses. Please go to the next slide, ma'am. Okay, these are the official accreditations and the ranking. This university rates among the top 10 universities for business studies in Germany. You have various ranking coming in top 25, in top 2 as well for the business administration. And the university has an excellent CHE ranking. Like we have the AICTE ranking for the Indian colleges, we have the CHE ranking in Germany, and the university is doing extremely well in that. We have some good alumni whom we can connect to you. We also have the FIBA connect ranking, which is the best. Please go ahead, ma'am. Please go ahead to the next slide. You can see here you get a very strong reputation into the job market if you are coming from UE. 75% of our graduates say that educating a strong personality has facilitated their entry into the profession. They find UE has made an excellent contribution to their studies. Here you can see that we have the salary brackets, what the students are actually getting in, and you can also see that the salary is in euro. Excellent way to make sure that you pay off all your education loan in India, as well as whatever you have taken in Germany as well. You get the dream jobs into the top companies in Germany. Look at the brand logos, like BMW, Nike. You have so many great companies, SAP, Audi, Deloitte. We have our universities as well. Let's go to the next slide, ma'am. Yes, and these are the courses which are at the bachelor level. Now, because you all are coming from the bachelor background, so we will not spend time here. We'll move to the next slide and we will look at the master courses. I'm very happy to draw your attention to these two. One is the software engineering, MSc in software engineering, and next is the data science. I find these two courses extremely attractive to all of you computer science and IT students. Both the courses are of 4 semesters. 3 semesters is a taught course. Last semester is where you actually do the dissertation. You can also do the internships. Over here, the university is giving some scholarship as well. Those who would like to join in, and you can also apply right now. You can send your credentials to us. You can come to our office. Somebody was just asking me on the chat box that what will be the time to pay attention to us. You can take our time and you can come in any time. We are even coming on Sundays, Saturdays, all public holidays, because that is the time you have more time. You are most welcome to come along with your friends. You can welcome to come with some IT professionals who could be your mentor. You can come in, you can discuss with us, we can bang our heads, and we can find out the best possible solution to you. Every student is very important to us. So we will make sure that we will give each of you separate minimum 1 hour of counseling, and you can all have to your satisfaction, to your requirements, counseling done to know that what are the best courses are available. Time to visit for campus, Ishan, is you can come every day between 11 to 2 p.m., 3 p.m., because that is when I see that most of you are in the campus. But even beyond that, somebody says that if can I come in the evening, you are most welcome. Just pick up our appointment and you can come in. But between 11 to 2, you can just knock our door and you can walk in. You are most welcome in this. So here, if you see, my dear friends, these are tuition fees. Now let's go to the next one. So what you see is the tuition fees which are coming for each of the semester, and each of the semester tuition fees is approximately like 6,000 euros. You can say the 6,000 euros is the fees for a semester what you pay, and these fees, if you multiply it by 4, it would go to like 24,000 euros. But you are going to get scholarships. you are going to get, the jobs through which, you can also partially pay that. Okay, but that is a little risky in the sense you have to do a fine balancing between your study and your job as well. But the job, what you're doing while studying, is very important to you because that gives you the German work culture. My students who are working and who are studying simultaneously, they all are very happy. It's a very, very rare example when a student is not working in Germany. Everybody is working because the work culture is very, very strong over there. And you learn excellent new technologies, new cutting edge, trends when you are actually working in this. What you see here is basically, various courses. They are the student exertions. We are taking the student to various places. Here what you see is the Apple campus, okay, where our students have visited last year. You also go to the mountains. You also go to the skiing, various trekking expeditions as well. My students are enjoying their lives. Saturday and Sundays is the place where you have ample time to do it. Sunday entire Germany is closed. Even the shopping malls are closed. Everything is closed except maybe for parks and maybe for the museums. I'm sure ma'am would have agreed to me. And unfortunately, there is a lot of unstable internet connectivity at her end, but she will be available to you. You can come to my office. We can have a Zoom meeting to her, and we can talk to her. She is available, and being from Maharashtra, I'm very proud of her. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead, ma'am. Let us show the last slide to the students. What we are going to show in the last screen is my connectivity info to you. You have my phone numbers on the last one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that here also. uh, yes, ma'am is showing it to you. This is basically where you will find that we are located at the MMC Triple I first floor. Okay, I'm going to. This is a private university, Ishan. I'm very happy to take your questions. So we are talking about this being the private university, and I'm very happy to do further conversation with you, comparison between analysis
Hi,
between
Shekhar.
you that how. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
okay. Shekhar, I think it was really nice of you to take over and help me out here. There is a couple of bit more information that I would just like to add. Just give me 1 minute and I will just add a couple of more information for the students. So students, as I said, it is a private university and University of Applied Sciences. Even though it is a private university, you'll be paying some tuition fee, but comes with an outcome for you guys. So the percentage of outcomes that's very high. The employability ratio is 93% already, and it is very high. For that means our students already start building contacts when they are studying with us, and they start looking for a lot of job opportunities and internships. The same goes for the master's programs. As I said, there are two basic master's computer science programs with us, with software engineering and data science. It includes a lot of AI, cloud computing, pattern recognition. It also includes a module called vehicular technology that gives you a possibility to get into automotive companies. So this is something very exciting, right? Still, if there is someone who is really not interested into core IT, they can still get into innovation design management or visual experience design, or also study corporate management and MBA programs. Okay, so the admissions are possible. The program is offered in 2 years duration, so you'll have to always apply for either the September or March intake, whichever. Now the March intake is already in progress for applications. So if you have an interest, you have done a 1 year of experience, it's always going to be a benefit. If you are not done with experience also, you can still start with your MSc study for the March 22 intake. Now this is the yearly fees. You always get some scholarships on these fees, so you don't have to worry about it a lot. Now for the engineering students, the program of MSc software engineering and data science engineering data science MSc will be for 1 year. For 3 years degrees, for anyone who is a graduate after the diploma program, the degree will be for 2 years. Now there's a lot of student excursions. Our students already go on a lot of campuses, and they do a lot of capstone projects. As in the program of MSc software engineering and data science, you have a capstone project where you will be making company contact and establishing, so that you can work on that project and get yourself entry into the job or career world. Now, UE is a very excellent university on the basis that it also provides acceleration courses for their students into IT specifically. If you see, there's a very good certifications possible at UE at a free of cost. If you go outside, you would be paying a lakh rupees for one certificate itself. So it will be association with UE. You will be possible to take certificate programs with IBM, AWS, Facebook, Tableau, and HubSpot. So this is something which is a very important thing, because in Germany they wouldn't rather ask from where you completed your degree or how much duration you take to complete the degree. They will only ask what skill sets do you have to get into this job. That is something which is important. Now, Shaker has been a very nice person into and in this industry, and has been guiding very appropriately to a lot of students. So I would suggest you can have a counseling session with him at the MMCOE, MMCII first floor. Else, if you still have a concern that you would like to have more counseling, you can also join our hackathon event tomorrow. So I will be there in presence. So if you have any questions at all, you can just always go into can possibly pose your questions there. Okay. So, Shaker, we are good to go. I mean, if there are any questions, please go ahead and ask me so I can answer your questions at your best interest. I'm going to leave the link
I will
for
be very
tomorrow.
happy.
I will be leaving the link for tomorrow. If you have any inquiries at all, you can always write me there. So that will be the best way for you to join as well. And there are a couple of programs there that we can discuss tomorrow. If you want, you can join the event tomorrow, and I'll be there for the day. You can join, and then we can speak about your profile assessment. Okay.
Correct. Yes, madam. It's an excellent way to connect with Pritham ma'am tomorrow, and we will be there in this hackathon for next 3 days. You all are most welcome. We will be connected. We are in the campus. We are virtually with you all the time. Over to you,
Any
Pritham ma'am.
questions? Any questions at all, guys? I mean, you can still go ahead and ask any questions if you have.
Ma'am, there is this
Yes.
question in the chat box that
Okay.
details for the future scopes in respect to mechanical and other branches.
You already know, I mean, mechanical is crazy good enough with Germany, so you can still plan your studies towards mechanical engineering. But only thing I would suggest you that you would need a bit more of good academics. That is something which is very important, because the program is very exclusive. So you will have to have very good academics to get into Germany for mechanical engineering. Does that answer you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So any other questions?
Yes, ma'am. The next question is, what's the process of LOR if a student want to work for a while, like like half years, and get some industrial exposure, then continue with the masters in Germany?
If you are working for 2 years, then you can provide your work LOR 2 years and beyond. If you're working for less than 1 year, your academic LORs are important. There is no possibility for you to submit a work LOR, okay? Because the work experience won't count then. It will count as just an experience, but your LORs will be 2. That is academically required. You can unmute yourself, guys, if you have any questions at all. That's all fine. So I'm going to leave my email address as well. If you have any questions at all, you can still write to me, and then we can have a short call or discussion. That's my email address, and okay, that's the contact number. All right. Any questions at all, guys? So, frankly speaking, the software engineering and data science program are very popular with us, and it's conducted at the Potsdam campus again. And the Potsdam campus is very next to a couple of IT companies, specifically their innovation hubs, and it is called also the Silicon Valley of Germany. So you will find a lot of program companies related to you to find a lot possibility into job. Okay, great. I guess we are good to have the discussion. Shekhar, the scene that we can. Okay, thank you, thank you. I hope you get a lot of information. I will share the presentation and the student program brochures of UE with you guys. Also, some links that you can just go and check for yourself how studies in Germany is going to be for you as a plan, and then you can always have a question with us. Yeah,
Sure,
really
ma'am.
nice talking to you, Shekhar. Yes,
Great, great.
yeah. And
Now, I guess
thank you for patiently listening and enduring the disturbances in between. I'm really thankful for the time already.
no, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. It was indeed an insightful session, and I'm sure it helped all the students here to gather pointers and tips to explore the various career opportunities. We all are inspired to make the best use of this knowledge that you shared. Now, I request Ms. Sai Erunkar, Vice Chairperson of IST Students Chapter, to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks.
Thank you, Shreya. Good afternoon. I, Sai Arunkar, on behalf of IST Students Chapter and ACM Students Chapter MMCOE, would like to express our gratitude to the Chief Guests, Pritam Shinde Ma'am and Shekhar Bidwai Sir, Honorable Dr. S.M. Deshpande Sir for supporting us, Dr. V.R. Devgaonkar Sir, Dean, Student Affairs, Professor Mrs. Sankirti Shirovale Ma'am, Faculty Advisor, IST SC, Mrs. Asma Sheikh Ma'am, Secretary IST MMCOE, HODs, faculty members, and all the dignitaries for making time from their busy schedule to support our participants with their intellectual assets. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all the participants for their enthusiastic participation and presence. With this, we conclude our webinar. Thank you, and all the best to the participants for Hacksprint version 3.0.
Now, I
Thank you.
request
Thank
all
you.
the students to fill the feedback form, and the link will be shared in the chat box soon. There is also an announcement for the participants of Hacksprint version 3.0 that we will be conducting a session regarding the guidelines and rules of the hackathon today at 8 p.m. So please make sure that you attend the session for a smooth experience of the event. Thank you.
See you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you,
It was a very
Shreya.
nice way you attended it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Thanks.
See you all tomorrow then. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Thank you, friends. Thanks for joining us and being patient with us. Thank you. Bye-bye.